with NBM murder gang. And that AR came with a coolant. Remember that bitch called me her truth. Now this bitch calling me Zaddy. Yeah, remember used to rock out this nice S5 64 Matic. This Cartier getting old, I think it's time to go patty. Keep me a fucking baddie, bitch got a fatty.
Alright everybody, today, I promise I'm not like that much of like an a-hole. This is like very like flexy. I'm not really that type of guy. I'm just doing it for the video. But anyway, today we're gonna be going over the trade that banked us around $7,462. I want to say. Just want to show you guys. We're gonna go over the trade recap. Now, going into the day, what are we looking for? Pre-market, pretty much just new. Like we're going straight up. We're trading all-time highs right now, so obviously we're expecting to go all the way up. Pretty much never stop. So I look into the day and see that we swept out daily highs. So daily highs get taken. Now, what I'm taking from this is normally with all-time highs, if we take highs, it doesn't really matter. We just continue up. So with this type of market, I'm typically looking at the higher time frames to tell me where the market wants to go. Because even if we just get a daily sweep right here, if we get a 5-minute or 2-minute inversion, I don't really care too much about it. Because the higher time frames are always going to hold more weight in the market and where it generally goes. So I'm not looking to take any smaller time frame trades here. Obviously, this 5-minute gap that we ended up creating. But this doesn't really matter to me. What I'm looking at is the higher time frames. Go to the 15-minute, right? And what do I see? What's one of the first things that I mark out? It is this gap right here. So I mark out this gap. I see this gap get created. And so what I'm looking at is if the higher time frames are telling me, okay, daily just got swept. What I'm looking at is if we want to go down here and sweep out some sell side, we can do that. But first, I want to see higher time frame confirmation, which is why I go to this 15-minute. And I ended up marking out this gap right here. Boom. Boom. This is what I'm looking at. So if we inverse this 15-minute, I am looking for a trade. Now, what do we see happen? Obviously, we get a very strong candle down. Now, with this being said, what I'm looking for is, number one, this is confirmation right here. We get a close below this fair value gap right here. I'm looking for shorts at this point. What do I also see? The 3-minute, we also had to change the state delivery right here. So, with all these things being said, what am I looking for? I'm looking for a short here. I've had multiple confirmations. One high time frame, one kind of middle time frame. 3-minute is, it's smaller time frame, I would say. We get a change of state delivery on the 3-minute. 15-minute, we get an inverse fair value gap right here. Boom. Mark this out. IFVG. That's what we get. And so this is our entry. We ended up getting filled around right here. This is where we look for our entry. For our stop loss, we ended up taking it, I want to say it was a 5-minute that we ended up keeping it above this 5-minute gap. So in case price wants to come up and retest this gap, we have protection for our stop loss. So this is where we get filled. We take 2 right here. Or no, we only took 1 contract, but for the sake of the video, I'll just take 2. Originally, what I was looking for is these lows right here. And then what I realized is, oh crap, if we zoom out real quick, we have multiple gaps and an order block stopping us from getting there. So what do? Once price comes down, obviously, let me just set my stop real quick. Once price comes down, I'm looking for any signs of a bearish PD array getting respected or getting disrespected so that I know when I should be getting out, right? So we end up coming down a lot. We don't really we don't have signs of like not wanting to go bearish. Like we've pretty much gone bearish this entire time. But what I'm looking at is now I turn to the 1-minute and what am I seeing? I'm seeing multiple times we've had nice closes. You know, we had decent closes. It was actually around right here where I ended up closing the trade. I want to say right down here it was. Yes. So right down here, what am I seeing? I see that we have this 1-minute gap right here, and multiple times this 1-minute gap was respected. My take profit was right down here, so obviously, if we're right next to my take profit, this is not the time where I want to be slowing down. Also, market opens in about 15 minutes. I don't want to be stuck in a trade with market open happening here soon, because what if I get wicked out and just break even? I'm not going to see any profit on a winning trade that I'm taking. So what am I going to do? Obviously, I'm going to be looking for any signs of a bearish PD array being disrespected, which means if this gap, which is one of my PD arrays that I have marked out, if this gap gets closed through, which means we inverse this gap, I'm looking for us to, I'm going to soft stop. I had this set as my soft stop right here. I had it written out and everything just like this. Soft stop. So if we get to close above this, then I'm willing to get out. Other than that, I'm holding. So this is kind of gives you like an extra layer of protection, and it helps your psychology knowing worst case scenario, you're still walking out with some profit, right? So what do? Play the 1 minute. Obviously, we get that close right there, and then this is where I ended up exiting my position. Boom. I believe my fill was better than this, though, because I made more than that. I made about, let me go to my Twitter real quick. I have a screenshot from there. If you guys aren't following my Twitter, go ahead, check that out in the description. But yeah, we are up around, this all adds up to around 7,462. This is the screenshot of the trade. So yeah, we had a pretty good trading day today. This is the only trade that we took today. Although there was a couple more setups, like right here when market opened, I'm just going to play this real quick. This level that I have marked out, absolutely bottom ticked. Like the bottom tick on this candle, look at this. Look at that bottom tick. Market open gets bottom ticked on this, and that was the low of day. We never even came down below that again. If you guys want to learn how I'm trading, you guys want to learn how to use these levels, you guys want to learn just in general everything that I'm doing, I have a free course link in the description. Obviously, my paid members get a little bit more than this. You guys aren't going to get the levels. You guys aren't going to get my daily executions. You guys aren't going to get that, but I do have that opening up here soon. But the best thing you can do right now to get plugged in is follow the Instagram and follow the free course. Join the free course link in the description. You also join the free Discord, and I'll be announcing when I open up the mentorship again, which shouldn't be more than like a couple weeks. So we've been closed for about 2.5, maybe 3 months now. I've been really trying to lock in with everybody, get everybody results, and we've done that very well. Everybody's been getting payouts. Everybody's been getting funded. So many results that are coming in just from locking in for a couple months. And so obviously, with that being said, I plan on opening up again, but not quite yet. I want to wait a little bit. So yeah, that was the trade that we took today. Here's the execution, or actually, no, I'm not even on that account right now, but you guys can see, here's the execution. I ended up recording this, but I don't think I'm going to post it just because, like, I hate editing the videos of, like, live trading and stuff just because it takes a lot to have, like, the P&L and then my face cam and all that, like, in the same video and lined up, so it's kind of hard. But if you guys aren't following my Twitter, I call some trades on Twitter as well if you guys want to go check that out. All as well as my confluences, everything that I did in this trade. It's all posted on Twitter, so you guys check that out. Link in the description. Free course, link in the description. Also free Discord, link in the description. Also my main YouTube channel where I do vlogs, everything like that. That's also gonna be in the description. Instagram, a lot of value there, and that's where I update you guys the most on everything that's going on. If you guys check out my Instagram, I'll be posting my story when the mentorship opens again. That way you guys can get the first couple spots that are in the mentorship. Because we're not gonna be open, and you know, we want to get open and we want everybody to join. Everybody that's eager to join, those are the people that are typically going to be first. And so, you know, the first, it's not that I'm going to stop taking students, but the first couple people normally get the most attention from me just because I know the first people to take the opportunity are normally the people that work the hardest and are more dedicated. That's just how, like, life works. But yes, hopefully you guys enjoyed this trade recap. I hope you guys all had a great trading week. I had a pretty good week. Hopefully you guys did. But yeah, we're just going to do the same thing next week. We're going to kill it next week, and we're going to go crazy, okay? I'm seeing you guys in the next video. God bless you all, and have a great rest of your day.